What is good, guys? Welcome to day 211 of backtesting until I'm profitable. So I think we should just get going with this. Today is the 28th of November, so I think we can just get it started. Let me add some background music, obviously for me, not for anyone else. Hola, hola, hola. Alright, so it's already 9:59. Got the daily time frame here. Move this. Alright, so now checking on the daily time frame. This high is not interesting at all. Alright, so you can see it has been dropping these past couple of days. I'd like to say I think could probably reject this gap, but I don't have enough confluences for that. But this is obviously liquidity. If it's not the reversal point, it continues higher, then we'll go here. So it's basically to say that we're in this 600 point range. When it got down on the 4 hour, you can see it had a good push into the upside, not into premium. Well, tapped into premium by a little bit, tapped into some good 4 hour gaps. So I think maybe it could start going lower, but not just yet. We'll also have a run on the highs, so maybe if you can start inversing some gaps, then I will be confident that we're going higher. As of now, you can see gaps here are getting respected. We also have a low hanging fruit here, so I think maybe it's gonna go lower today. We're checking the 15 minute. We have a good retracement into this gap, and also have an SMT at this high. It's 935. We've inversed this gap here and have some relatively equal lows that I think market could dip into. So maybe we can short it here. Let's short it in this volatility and see. I mean, we can't learn if we don't try. Or let's target these lows here for a full 2 hour. This will be around 8 micros. Alright, yeah, we're stopped out. Then after getting stopped out, market directly heads to take profit. Insane. But then if I had put my SL there, then my TP would be negative, which I don't usually do. So the one that I took was the absolute one. So what do I see now? Well, we have the sweep and the inversion at this candle right here, and the 2 minute has also inversed. Okay. So 15 minute is, maybe we can now target this high or this one here. So I'd like to check out for the London highs though. These are the Asia highs, right? Have London highs around here. So after this inversion and the SMT at the down side, maybe we can long it, but then, well, the only thing we have here is this gap here. So would longs to this high play out to the Asia or London high? Let's check it out then. Break even once this high here gets hit. So it's about to hit this high. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So W on the day, and the fact that we had this huge TP is also good that we managed risk well. This is great. That was A plus. So it turns out that the market has reversed, and at first we were wrong yesterday, but on that day we ended up backing it. So it's another observation. What's the weekly looking like? So the weekly have this thing holding, and this weekly gap, lowest best low hanging fruit. So I'll be looking for buys today. Have a good 4-hour gap here holding. 1-hour gap holding as well. This target is so obvious as well. So I'll be looking to long it basically. Alright, there we go. There is the drop. So I'd like to see it reverse soon. Whoa. Well, this is not what I expected. How's the yes? On the 1 hour, obviously. Well, there's this SMT on the 1 hour. And check the 4 hour. It's not looking like the best, but yeah. We're dropping like crazy on this day. Oh, well, I had a bullish bias. Turns out it's about to get invalidated. Asia lows bagged out. So maybe this is the time it starts to reverse. Where's this something here? I believe we're going to go higher. We'll have this SMT at these lows here. We have got the inversion on the 1 minute back then right here. I'd like to see this candle close above like this. This is okay. You can see that we've reversed well. Really now target like some premium area, I think, because of this SMT here. Let's see like a 5-minute premium gap though. So anything above here, even this high here, it's an unfilled premium gap. Why isn't the order getting in? Take profits there. So let's see if this one hits. Yeah, we're stopped out directly. Well, it's going really slow though. It's going slow, considering that we're in a 15-minute. I'm targeting here at the 9. Is it the 9:30 open? It's not the 9:30 open. If it moves half of what I'm expecting, then, which is all obviously there, then I might move to break even. but now looks like I'm gonna get stopped out in 3, 2, 1, bang. Alright, so again. So yesterday was Whiplash. We have a good move to the upside. I think we're gonna head to this previous daily low. It's a good liquidity target for me. 4 hour. Well, it's still holding in this gap here, which is nice. I'm not really confident with this gap here holding, but if it does, then obviously this will be the draw. But my draw on liquidity mainly is this one. The 30-minute gap here is holding. Wow, up the open, market directly rallies high. And it's obviously gonna hit the high, previous day high, I believe, or at least I think so. Alright, now we have a huge SMT here. It's a 15-minute gap as well. You can see prices in the 15-minute. I would love to see it go higher, but apparently it doesn't want to. Alright, the drop is insane. So let me check the 1 hour. 1 hour is dropping, rejecting this, and the 4 hour doing pretty much the same thing. So yeah, apparently we could have been wrong. It's heading lower. Alright, let's go to the next day. There's no need to. So this was a minor retracement, and we're still dropping. So we're gonna be looking for some sells, except if this empty here decides to hold. How's the weekly looking like? It's dropping, so I'll be shorting this thing. Closest low hanging fruit, 171 points away. 171 or 150, 100 points away actually. On the 1 hour I have a good run on the high with an SMT on ES. Here's the run. ES failed to run this high here. And price runs this high here as well. Is there like a retracement to a POI? Yep, the 30-minute. Yes, still hasn't tapped into this high. Then price ultimately reverses. If this is the close of the 2-minute, then it's obviously gonna drop from here. But it's the first minutes of the market open, so let's just wait a little bit and see. The price was pretty close to this high. Checking the 5, actually this is the 5-minute. Now the 15-minute is dropping. How's the 1 hour? Alright, we're still in this hourly gap though. The 1 minute inversion was here. Let me wait for a little bit though. And tell me it's gonna edge the target. Oh, well, yes, hit the target though. It's reasonable enough to do that. So now that we're in a 5 minute gap, you can see right here, we're bearish. The 2 minute, yes, I mean we have inversed this gap here, so maybe we can take a 1-to-1 to the lows continuation, maybe 580 for around 6 points. 6 macros, sorry. More trading. I use TradeZilla. Right, so my SL will be here, and my take profit will be here. Let's see if it hits. Yeah, it gets stopped out in one candle, one quick candle. That was fast. And after getting stopped out, price starts to drop. Well, that's insane. Alright, let's go to the next day. So since price looks so bearish, I don't think I will do anything else other than shorting it. Doesn't mean that a buying opportunity can show up. So any opportunity that will show up, we might leverage that opportunity, take advantage of that opportunity, but the bias is bearish. So this is the lowest hanging fruit. We're now checking the 1 hour. Or maybe I believe that hike will get around, then maybe market starts to reverse. Alright, there's the run on the high. It's here. We have some sort of SMT now. This is a retracement into this gap. You can see how good it races into the gap. Retracement into this gap here. You can see how it disrespected, starts to fall. So this could have been an entry, but I wanted to wait for this inversion. Maybe if it retraces, just take it here. 15 minute, I'll be looking for these lows here. This will be a great target. And checking the 1 hour. Well, this is the daily target. Let's see if we can get it out of this session like this. This inversion here. This will be a low, what's it called? Low RR trade though, is the problem. 100 over 130, that's around 4. Alright, stop will be there and take profit will be here. Let's see what happens. Then it gets stopped out. So this high here ran on ES? Not yet. There are still there any chances of shorting? I would like to think so. Discount gap, the lowest gap the price could go to. This 15-minute candle is about to close, so if it closes at a really bad close, then the position B. I'll close the position. Sorry. Oh wait. Why did I use 10? 5. Alright, 15-minute candle has just opened. Hasn't retraced into the gap yet, but it looks like it's gonna stop us out. Alright, break even there, and I don't know, will this gap hit? Will this SMT? Well, I believe it could. Let's just wait and see. There's take profit, quick banger for 1.83 R, and obviously continues lower to this low around 11. So that was a good one. Give me a sec, let me search this. Well, this was a consolidation. Imagine if you're targeting this low here, would have got killed. And then the previous day closes up bullish. Anyways, I'm still bearish. I think this week is gonna deliver bearish. It's Tuesday. Price is resisting to the daily gap a little bit right here. And it's the 4-hour, but on the daily there's a small poking into the gap. So I think I'm gonna short this. I would like to short this. We have this 2-hour gap the price is in as of now. I'd like to see it get inverted. So this is the final target for the day, but I'd like to target internal draws that would form inside here, for which here I don't see any good draws, but if any form here, I will be okay with taking them. Because for example, this low here will get taken out directly, maybe at market open or before, but it's obvious. You can see it's already taken out here. Now the market opens and tanks lower. No retracement or anything like that. It's just dropping like crazy. paying. And there is take profit 10.23. Market runs this slow. So new data acquired. Now is it gonna reverse? I don't really know. Checking the dailies, the previous day low that has just been run. Now I don't know if it's gonna continue bearish, but we've seen how it's moving. So apparently there wasn't any entry for my model on this day. There wasn't any entry at all. No trade day as well, just for observing. Right, then the next day also opens up bearish. I have this low tag then, so the next logical low will be here, but also this weekly low is also a good one. So I think maybe unless it proves me otherwise, I will keep shorting it. There's also a new day open gap here, so this new day open gap is a good draw. How's the 15 now? Gaps are holding. Wait for the open. It decides to disrespect this rat. Heads to this high here. I was thinking of shorting it, but I think I might be about to switch my mind. I'm checking the 1 hour. It's inversed this gap here. 4 hour. Inverse this one here with an aggressive candle. Don't think I'll still be supporting shorting it, but let's check it out. Well, it's not. It tapped into premium, so I think it's probably gonna short. It's respecting this gap here. 1 minute has inversed this gap here. 2 minute has inversed this gap here. So maybe this 930 open is now a liquidity target. Problem that this is too big now, but let's observe how if it runs it. Yep, and there it runs it. Well, the only constraint is that this move is too huge. 100. That means you take around two. What's it called? Two 2 micros only, and that will be $500. Imagine. Even if you add one. Right, so let's see if this one hits take profit. Actually, just for tested it somewhat like that. Alright, so this was a good selling day. Let's see if we'll reach the I'd like to see if price reaches the new day opening gap, which is here. So is it still gonna drop? Well, I think so. Now on the next day, price opens up a little bit higher. It's a Thursday. The weekly is retracting a bit after running this low. I think it's just the normal way of the way the week will close. Still looking forward to shorting it. This looks like a retracement into premium. If we zoom this in, you can see we're in premium. Prices run this high, so maybe we could start going lower. So we have the lowest hanging fruits, which is this one and this one here. 15-minute gap there. I'm gonna wait for the open, for any manipulations at the open, such as this one and the inversion here. This will be around is it 4? Yeah, and I'll be targeting this one here, this low here, close this low. Why am I doing that? Well, we have this SMT run on the high. It happened in a 15-minute gap. You can see this 15-minute gap here holding real good. So let's see if the target ends up getting hit, or if we get cooked, which is also part of the process. If it runs this low here, I'm moving to break even. Alright. Anger. The reason I took profits here was because of this 1 hour low. Well, it's probably gonna continue lower. So I'll be waiting. Alright, so I think it's really gonna continue lower now. Let's see where it goes. And now it's it has started to reverse. that 1 hour gap. We have an inversion here. I don't know what it's gonna hold to. Probably like the 15-minute high. Let's observe and see. So it's the last day of the week here. It's Friday 29th April. And we have an SMT here, obviously. Let's check the 4 hour. Well, now the 4 hour is still in the premium gap. I'm still skeptical of shorting it, but it looks good for shorts, to be honest. Because the high time frame is bearish, obviously. When you check the weekly, you can see it's lows, lower lows, daily, pretty much same thing. So I think this is like kind of a retracement to the upside, and maybe we could start shorting. So it will depend on the opportunities that I will be seeing. So I have a good 1 hour gap here that's holding premium PDRA. And now we have this low created at the open. Right, there's the run on the high. This one, very good one. Liquidity run right here and here, right here. This is gonna reverse. 2 minute, 1 minute, 2 minute. I'm gonna use a 2 minute one. So right here, have a good 2 minute close. 1 minute inverse, great. Then 2 minute also, reversed well good. So probably will be shorting it something like this. God. I would like to take it this low, but it's so far. 3.71 R would be insane. I'd like the low hanging fruit for a 1.4 R. That would be 500 over 88. That would be around 5.6. Let's use 5. Let's take it this low at the open. It's the lowest hanging fruit. And then get stopped down. Okay, so let's see what is happening as of now on the 15 minute. Looks like it doesn't want to go any lower. And it ran the Asia lows at the open. This was like a minor retracement. But there's another something here. But let's check the daily and see how it's looking so far. 4 hour. 4 hour is still in this gap, going higher. And now price has run this high. So is it gonna reverse anytime soon? I'd like to see it reverse here. Alright, 2 minute inversion here. I'm targeting this low here. 5-minute cold inverse. That will be great. Right, there it goes. Have a good drop. We're looking for this low hanging fruit here. My stop will be at break even now. Bang. That was nice. Well, you can see, as I was predicting, that this is a minor retracement and then we're dropping. You can see how great yesterday was on the drops. 10 a.m. dropped, 11 a.m. dropped, 12. It could have held it through the entire day to this low, but NK is unpredictable. Try not to make any shaky trades. Now, checking the weekly, we have more weekly lows. If we're gonna continue with this bearish move, then I'll be looking for those lows. 4H is okay. Good for a gap here that's holding. Have premium gap that could get retraced too, but overall I'll be looking for shorting. We have this gap here that has been poked into as well, but if it manages to go higher to the 4-hour high, then I would also be okay with it, but I'm looking to short it honestly. Here's the 1 hour looking like, so we're in a 1 hour gap here, so I'll be looking for it to reject this gap here and then trade just right off there. Bang, take profit in the first 7 minutes of the market open. I didn't have any solid confluences except to wait and see it get hit, because you can see in the 5-minute inverse this gap here. The reason I didn't say this one is because it was inversed with this one here, so it's pretty much the same thing. We got some small SMTs, but I think I'll short it when the macro starts, which it has already done that now. Let's wait for the next 4-hour open. So the 4-hour closed extremely bullish, which shows that we could probably start quite high. The 1 hour, we have a good crazy inversion right here, which price retrace into directly after opening. I'll be looking to long it. Let's see if you get any liquidity run. Well, there's one here. Right there's the inversion. So the reason I want to long it is because of this 5-minute. The 5-minute didn't close as good as I wanted, and my strat is so mechanical, but I'm suspecting obviously this high here. So you can see, so insane kill on the high. So this was the inversion on the 2 or in the 1. Inversion was there, and the target was here, 100 points actually. This is a 5-minute gap holding. Wait, I didn't set the take profit there. And it's gonna continue to this high, I suspect. So when NQ I've learned that I should be targeting low hanging fruits, not aiming for too much. This can screw you up anytime. Yeah, it's so mechanical, man. Like I try to keep it mechanical as I could. Like if it closes inside the gap, if like a candle closes outside the gap, then obviously that is considered. I consider that the gap has been disrespected. If it closes outside the gap, then it has been disrespected. If it's inside, it has been respected. So that's what I mean by mechanical. Now on the daily, we're kind of chopping up. I can determine the direction. On the 1 hour, price is kind of like on a generational run of this huge gap here that price blocked into, and some good liquidity high there in this one. These are relatively good highs, by the way. By the way, Mutrading, what company are you? Did I say company? No. What country are you from? Jesus, I'm so tired. Well, we have this run on the low. Maybe we're gonna have like a small bullish run, which I would like to leverage. Whoa, well that was unexpected, but yeah. Alright, I'd like to see it go higher now instead of having the same disrespect the SMT. I don't want to see it do that, and it looks like it's going to do that exact thing. Right here's the inversion, and basically we have a 45 point stop, 4500 stop, so that's around 6. If you can target these good highs here, relatively equal highs, pull up liquidity. So this trade will be something like this. Banger. We've hit the generational run on the buys right there, which is so great. So you can see it's the SMT here, the 1 hour gap, those were the confluences, and the clear drawn liquidity. These relatively equal highs that were there, and I believe it's probably going to continue to that high, but I took the low hanging fruit, which was the one I was waiting for, so well and good. So you can see now it's delivering from buy side. It moves from sell side to buy side, sell side to buy side, and so on. Well, I believe that's all for this day. Let's go to the next day then. And after that run at 10, price started to drop. Generational bearish run. Now there's this good gap here. The price is it's a premium gap, premium fair value gap. Well, I would like to see it short, but then there is too much liquidity here, which I believe maybe it's gonna do some like kind of run here, then start the delivery lower. But we have a good low hanging fruit here, so it will depend on what the market will be showing. So apparently this thing was whole trap. I'm gonna wait for a breakout out of that thing. I won't be trading it until it's out of this trap. I think this was like a bank holiday maybe, because it's dropping too much. It started to gain some momentum, and now we can see price is really close to this low here, which I believe it's gonna run. Yep, there's the run. Well, futures are not said to be. Well, actually, they're said to be better than forex. To be honest, it's just that futures are more like regulated than forex, and I've also had that experience one time where like I was wicked out by a broker. Like the data is not regulated, but on CME everything is regulated. What you see on your charts is what others see. So futures is so regulated. That's why most people like it. So now we have an SMT here, and 4 hour there's nothing interesting. 1 hour there's a huge gap though. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna pre this PA and see what happens. So I believe it will start to reverse in PM session. Yeah, well, I also used to trade forex before, like EU, GU, and also deal with CAD, JPY, and other JPY pairs. But later I transitioned to futures, and it's kind of better. And apart from that, I don't know. I kind of like futures more than forex. Just it's the asset that I prefer because it's even more volatile, and the more the volatility, the more money you can make or lose. Now, let's go to the next day. Go down low. The previous day was extremely bullish, which is showing that maybe this week is also bullish, and you can see that we're close to the weekly gap, which gives us a good draw on liquidity. I think the 4 hour we have a good retracement into this gap, so I'm still confident with it going somewhat higher. Except if it invalidates my bias. Now I have some 15-minute highs here, some 15-minute relatively equal highs. Let's wait for the open. There it goes. Apparently the 15-minute has, well, actually gold is also volatile. And as a matter of fact, it also has gold futures. It's It has gold futures. It's gold GC, I believe. GC futures. I think GC futures. Yeah, it's called gold futures. It's also volatile, but yeah, I mean, I like those volatile stuff. It's what I like to trade. I'm from Rwanda. If you know Rwanda, from Kigali, Rwanda. So where are you from trading? If it's your username. Well, that's actually the the funniest part. You know how hard it is to wait for a setup in the live markets. So many thoughts flood your mind, but you get the experience slowly by slowly. So backtesting is all about knowing your strategy more and how it performs during certain conditions, and just the technicals. The psychology part is for you to go and experience in the live markets. So it looks like we're too bearish. Good run on the 1 hour, and the 4 hour is so bearish. So maybe we'll look for some sell side liquidity. Yeah. So wait, I think it maybe run this high and it's delivering here. Wow, that's great. I've been to Uganda once, uh, but that it's really back in the day. Been to Uganda sometime in around in 2014. Yeah, wait, let me try to remember some places. I've been to somewhere called Mbarara, and yeah, I was actually at some place called Mbarara, if you know that place. So maybe on the next retracement we can enter on the shorts, and if not, we just take read it and see it hit take profit. Yep. So take profit just got hit right here. I don't think there was any entry with my strat. It's just that there was this huge sell side carve, which is insane, right from the 830 dropping lower. So the next roll will be here, but it's already moved too much on the day, around 700 points, so insane. Yeah, let me go to the next day now. So this will be the last. This is the last. Is it the last day of the week? Yeah, it's the last day of this week, and I believe this day had enough because it's the 6th of May. Then that already means that it's the first Friday of the month. I'm checking the 4 hour. Why is it delaying? Right, so let's check the stats so far from the reports. Looks like it's glitching too much, and we've reached the limit, the time I've set for myself. I said that I should be backtesting for 1 hour, so let's check the session results and see how it's looking so far. It was in 2023 May, I believe, 2023. April. Wait, is it 2023 or 2022? 2022 April. Yeah, it's this one. 3.3k. The previous one was 2.8k. There's too much losses. Now the reports. We've had 6 consecutive losses, 3 consecutive wins. Everything's looking good so far. So average per month has raised so far. Lowest month was 1.8, so you have to make this average a little bit above this lowest month so you can have average winners. And it's maybe because the 2022 PA was trash, but yeah, whatever, we gotta make it happen. So I think I'm gonna close the session here. Thanks to Mood Trading, you have made this session really fun, and share this to your friends. When I come to Uganda, I hope to find you a profitable trader. I surely should look for you. And with that being said, stay blessed. Have a